Ramsey Commissioners took the very positive step of acquiring the building from Department of Home Affairs a couple of years ago, and at the time it generated a lot of public comment in the north of the island. It was clearly an issue that mattered to the people of the whole of the north of the island, not just Ramsey. So the commissioners acquired it, and then they went out for an expressions of interest, which took place in spring and summer of last year. And the Heart of Ramsey group, which I'm chairing, put forward a proposition to the commissioners at that time, and it's taken until now for this to get to the stage where we've got heads of terms signed and a very positive announcement from Ramsey Town Commissioners.
You're chairman of planning. This should sail through, shouldn't it?
As you know, John, I will take no part whatsoever in the planning decision making around this. But we have actually already met with both the relevant planning officer and the conservation officer to look at the building. We met him on site, talked through what we wanted to do, and got a very positive reaction, because what we're envisaging here is remodelling the interior of the building, which is nothing like you would expect from the outside, which is a very grand and imposing building right at the heart of Ramsey. Internally, it's been messed about with over the years, and what we're proposing to do is really strip that back very, very sensitively, open it up, and create a very, very flexible space which really does justice to the architecture of the building.
Can you just bring Lawrie Hoopy, because he's been sitting patiently there. You looked inside this building, presumably. It was built for a purpose, wasn't it? It was built to be a courthouse, and therefore it has to be adapted.
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, when it was built sort of 200 odd years ago, it was constructed as a courthouse. It's got cells inside. It's been well used over the last couple of centuries. The inside of the building absolutely needs to be remodeled to make it more user-friendly, more modern, I suppose. And the plans that have been published for this, they seem absolutely spot on with that, creating a sort of a multi-use, flexible space.
So you know what you're going to do with it. The trustees have a good idea of what they're going to do with it.
We have a very clear vision around it, but we're very open also to engage with the public to hear what in detail what they want to see from it as well. So we see it very much, as Lawrie said, as being a multi-use facility that's flexible, and it's in use every day and night, right through the year. So very much right at the heart of the community.
As I mentioned, you've got the Commissioner's office. It's a fine building at the end. Will that take business away from
No,
it?
it's completely separate, John. I think we're talking about a place that's going to be somewhere where people meet and congregate, where we put on performances, where it's there's a strong arts aspect to it, whether it be performing arts or visual arts, where people can come and spend time and actually be the true heart in the community, as it's physically right at the heart of the community.
That sounds magnificent, but let me go to this phrase that pays, if I can put it that way. A substantial fundraising is required. Where's the money coming from, and how much do you think is going to be required?
Well, we reckon about $500,000 at this stage from our estimates from the architect Chris Penketh at Penketh Miller, who's been working with us on this. And where it's not going to come from is government funding. It's going to come from whatever fundraising we can do through trust applications, through corporate fundraising.
Isn't this a chance for the government to say we care about the Northern Powerhouse and we're prepared to give them support? Because you've not had that much support from the government. You've had renovation, of course, happening roundabout in Ramsey.
Well, I mean, clearly we're not going to turn that down if that was to come, but that's certainly not something that we're basing our plans on. I mean, we very much see this as being a community-led initiative. Myself, okay, I'm one of the MHKs for the North of the Island, but this is very much about a group of people coming together from across different backgrounds, different parts of the North of the Island, and actually saying, this is a fantastic building, we've got a great opportunity here. Ramsey Commissioners have recognised it. We've very much created this vision over a period of time, and they've input into it.
But are people going to be asked to contribute? Is that where you're getting the money from, the public?
No, as I said, we're going to put in a series of applications. There are various bodies on the island that have money, and that will potentially support some of the activities that we're looking to do. I mean, clearly we want the community to be bought into this, and we will at the right point be going out to the community and saying, show us your support.
Because I'm saying this because they're supporting the pier restoration as well at the moment, aren't they?
They do, and that's a great thing. And I think you've got lots of things going on in the north of the island, and people do show support through how they use their time, how they use their money, even just getting behind it and saying we want this to happen.
Lawrie Hooper, how long a time do you think it should take? Do you think this should be done fast track, or does it matter?
I think it'll take as long as it takes. I mean, these plans, since they were announced, they seem quite big. If I'm going to be honest, there's quite a good vision here for what the courthouse building could do, what it can provide. And I think it's more important to take the time and get it right to make sure that this is a facility that lasts and does some real good for Ramsey and for the north, rather than rushing into something that might actually not be the right solution. So I think, if it's going to cost a lot of money by the sounds of things, it's going to take quite a bit of time to get everything sorted. It's taken quite a bit of time to get here, and I think we are really where we'd like to be. We're getting a vision for the courthouse that is community-centred rather than about running the place to make money. It's going to be about providing a facility that the town really can make use of and really will benefit the local community. So if it takes time, it takes time. It's good to get it right.